There we go. I've only played this a little bit, got me a brief idea of what was going on. I'm not too familiar with the Pathfinder rule set, but I'm gonna go with it. Go with way too big body. We'll do, yeah, and then there. I think that's it. Yep. I'm gonna go half orc. Might do Magus. I've never tried one of these. I know this is specific to Pathfinder. Cantrips, detect magic. He's also proficient in lightning. He can cast spells while wearing lightning without incurring the spell failure. Cannot use a shield. But doesn't he get like different spells? Yeah, medium, arcane, heavy. So yeah, he'll eventually cast spells in heavier armor. Sword Saint spends his life focusing his training and meditation to erupt his first use of a single weapon. He doesn't have armor proficiency. When wearing light or no armor, wielding his chosen weapon and not using his shield, one to his point of intelligence bonuses per the dodge. And this does the same thing with kind of want to do two-handed weapons, but I don't know if there's any reason to. Weapon from this group begins 1 on attack and damage, 2, 3, and 4 to attack and damage. Single attack, double strength to damage rolls for all attacks after the first. Double the strength bonus in all, okay. Single attack, bull rush or trip. Power attack improved. -5 penalty is immediately treated as critical threat. You know what? Let's try that. Why not? No, we need Constitution. If we're gonna wear heavy armor, we don't necessarily need that. 18, 10, 16, 10, 10, 8, and then just do strength and just be super strong. Maybe do that so we can have all the main skills they say we should take. 19, and then by level 4 we'll have 20. No. Two-handed weapon. Falchions, glaives, great axes, great clubs, great swords. I have no idea what an Earthbreaker is. An orc double axe. Aren't orc double axes two-handed weapons? I don't honestly remember if the orcs' weapons are double weapons. Scythes, star knife, trident, warhammer, battle axe, bardage. I'm just gonna go with something simple that I can remember. Power attack, of course.
So many thoughts, so little time. A mere flesh wound.
Our time has come.
Forwards!
A solid plan.
Spell's not working like that.
Calm down. Not dead yet. This will hurt. Time's not waiting. I'll go ahead.
All this waiting bores me. None shall escape!
Enemy near. Everyone counts on me.
Let us be off.
Strike as one. I shall not fall.
Let's shake a leg. Get it off me. Burn. Slice. Behead.
Sure. And then we will be us. Or Kuga.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
What's the whip?
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Yeah, we gathered. I like huge rewards.
Where are they? This is taking forever. They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
So if you have over green text, it gives you a little bit of background information.
Purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
There's a whole team of us. What exactly?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title, when we'll most likely lose our lives then.
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Alright, it's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
I'm Org.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. It doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
I'm just a merc.
And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory, too? Don't you want your feats to be remembered and glorified for centuries? Just listen. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
What about the barbarian lady?
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands. But she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree. Alright, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Alrighty. Okay. Oh, an Earthbreaker is a two-handed weight, man. It's 2d6 bludgeoning. Negritics is 1d12, 10 to 21. That's alright. What's the crit? Times 3? Okay. Well, slightly less damage.
Help! Help! No time for jokes. The mansion's under attack. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Somebody said hi. I'm not going anywhere. What's this? Alright.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Pardon me, but I want to use the weapon I took proficiency in because, you know, it makes more sense.
Die, die, die!
Here we go. You died. What you got? I'm just gonna take it. What am I equipped with? Scale mail. Alright. No, I don't follow you. I wanna search and take everybody's stuff. Give it all to me. Hold on, lady, there's other dead bodies. Don't even know what I'm looting at this point. I'm just trying to take everything. It's worth $12. It's mine. It's all mine. Give it to me. They got someone. We have to help. Look, they're running. Get them. And what should we do with this one? We'll finish him later. He won't be getting away. Oh, like she crit or I crit? She crit for 4 damage. That's a baby crit.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamal is holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen land. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Oh, okay. Incense. That's what it was. This ring grants its wearer +1 to armor class. Deflection bonus that does not stack with other deflection bonuses. Okay, I can right click or I can pick up and drag. Everybody, let's go. I told you game, I got the basics.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Leave this one to me. Just die already. You like that? What? You didn't?
Attack of opportunity. Alright, we'll go this way.
Step, step, step.
Grab all my loots.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Alright, blood for Gorum. Then our leader charged forward, and hey, wait for me.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
That guy sounds incredibly like a douche.
Trail me.
I could have stopped him. No problem.
Anything else?
Dare to attack me? May I see your entrails, please?
Serves you right.
20. Oof.
Applause, please.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
How much?
A lot. Take a look.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as an army of assassins chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
That's right. 210 gold. Give it to me.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Alright.
How curious.
Step, step, step!
It's just not my lucky day. Applause, please.
After you failed? No.
Anything else? Troubles you. Applause,
What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jamondi's cash has to be here somewhere. Hurry up. Stop. Someone's coming. Ooh, that hurt.
Request. Speak.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Alright. I'll go in there.
State your
You go in
desire.
there. We have to make all the swords stand up and talk to each other. Well, I said that, but all we really have to do is make them face up.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun.
Oh. Ha! Ha ha! Got it!
Time becomes distance.
I knew it was something similar, but I didn't realize I had memorized it.
Step, step, step.
You're but a footnote in our
My
story.
hands dirty again. Out of my way!
Die, fools.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire.
Hmm.
What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
Kalashak, huh?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends. I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
I don't know, lady.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
It says the dwarf is lying on the ground, staring at the dark sky. He doesn't seem to have any severe wounds, but his trembling whisper is weak, as though he were at death's door, with no wounds. Quit the act, stand and fight, or I'll send you to the final rest.
Can't hear you. I'm being taken away into the darkness.
Look at yourself, fool.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Aaron is at your service.
Ugh. Overly dramatic much?
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards! You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamondi.
I'll go immediately.
To me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Alright. And so our adventure started. Earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to about a handful of brave souls, led by Warhuga. Not all by the scoundrel Tarjutio, no matter what might have imagined for himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through fire. Literally. As we approached the burning building, we drenched ourselves in buckets of water. Prudence is key to victory. Before moving through the fire, we thoroughly wet our clothes and hair. After that, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It's a good thing we didn't waste any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs, and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Warghuga led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We had made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty, but now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are 2 more!" she shouted as she passed us. "They are wounded! Help pull them out!" Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Warghuga rushed to save the guards from the fire or shouted for her to leave him alone. I rushed to save them. I succeeded. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together, we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. "Thank you. That was truly noble of you," she said. "And now, let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid." Ensuring the guards we had rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall, where the battle was already in full swing. Charge, peoples. Look at all. Why not?
You cannot stand against me.
We march on, and we will cut you all down. Go collect the loot, fool.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Lady Eldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it. And not just that. Upon finding the guard's salaries in the armory, he immediately pocketed it all.
Any thief caught red-handed. That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
Well, of course, theft is not to be condoned. However, fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death. Is it not insane to worry about laws and rules?
Maybe.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People are dying in front of me.
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
The true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands. Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition. I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany? If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Alright, let's do it.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Thank you.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
Probably.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Okay, let's do it.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
Yeah. Head out. Random encounter has happened on the road. Get ready.
To victory!
Run, dogs. Alright, well, they exploded. Skin them all. Collect the skin. Move on. You're way down. Oh, it's literally too great. Let's see. Sort by weight. Descending order. Drop. Okay, that's all we needed to drop. Let's go. A 50-pound shield.
Resting would be nice.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Hunt. I perform camouflage. -5, no. +4, +6. Let's do that. Got it. She did it. I failed. Probably gonna call it for now once we get to the Alex trading post. There we go. Enter. Alright. This is probably where we're gonna call it for the day. Auto. Whoa, what are these? Oh, yeah, I was playing around with starting. And then here's my other start. There we go. Alright, thanks all for joining me today. I appreciate it. Probably stream some more tomorrow. Y'all take it easy.